Welcome, everybody. This is it. This is our 12th episode. And with this, in our series titled, Can I Find Something I Love Within My Budget? And with this 12th episode, we conclude the first cycle in the series, guys. So we're really excited. It's been a tremendous learning experience. We've gotten a lot of feedback, and I'm very proud to say that we're going to be repeating this with cycle 2, again, of our series titled, Can I Find Something I Love Within My Budget? And this is a 12-part series. Every cycle's 12 parts, 12 episodes, where we go in $100,000 increments all the way up to $1 million, eventually finishing up with episode 11 and 12 at $1.5 million and $2 million to discover if we can answer the question, can I find something I love within my budget, right? In doing so, we share with you a very important skill, and that is making the best use of the MLS search function on your free account at reloadedbaja.com. And so, again, thank you for joining us in this first cycle of episodes. Again, this is our 12th episode where we close off the first cycle. My name is Cid Chacon, and I am your real estate Sherpa in the Baja Sur. If you'd like to join us, please go to reloadedbaja.com, and you can do this along with me as this episode plays so that you can see at the time of you viewing this episode, maybe there's new properties, right? And in today's episode, we're going to be going through $1.5 million and $1 all the way up to $2 million. So we're excited to share this with you. Please join us, and let me share my screen with you. Now, and as I do share my screen with you, I want to remind you to please feel confident to create an account at reloadedbaja.com if you haven't already done so. The information that is asked of you, such as your name, your email address, and your cell phone number, is exclusively used by my team and I to make sure that we are able to respond to you in an extremely timely fashion. For me, it's all about service and attention, and that's my number one promise to you is service and attention. As your real estate Sherpa in the Baja Sur, my job is to make sure every step you take is a solid one. And we recognize that many of you are just learning or discovering if you even really want to own in Mexico, and specifically in Baja California Sur, which is the southernmost state in the Baja Peninsula. So with that said, guys, it is an honor for me to work with you at every step of the way. And if you discover that it's not right for you, that's okay. We're proud to have been able to help in you helping you reach that conclusion. And if you discover that it is, well, fantastic. Let's help you take the next step forward. All right. So with that said, here's my screen, and I will continue to, let me fix this right here so you can see me. Here we go. All right, let's get started. So go to reloadedbaja.com and make sure to scroll to the top right here where it says MLS search, hit property search. And as always, we're going to work with these fields right here, and we want to leave it at Baja California Sur. We're not going to mess around and put in any curated areas before, as I mentioned before, because what we want to do is we want to look at the entire MLS and what it has to offer. And as you can see here by the map on your screen, the MLS search function covers as far north as Santa Rosalia on the Sea of Cortez side, and over here on the Pacific, we're talking San Juanico, okay, or Scorpion Bay for those of you that are in the surf, right? With that said, it does go as far south as Los Cabos. And again, we cover from the Pacific to the Sea of Cortez. And we are dependent on MLS associated, affiliated agents and brokers that we have within our association in the Loreto area that help us with properties as far north, as I mentioned, as Santa Rosalia on the Sea of Cortez and San Juanico on the Pacific side. And of course, here in Los Cabos, all the way south. So with this search today, again, we're going to leave it as Baja California Sur. You're going to put in minimum price, 1.5 million, and add that $1 at the bottom. And the reason why I add that $1 is because we don't want to repeat the properties that we saw in our previous episode at 1.5 million even, right? We're looking at that $1 extra difference and going all the way to $2 million on max price. Any number of beds, any number of baths, property type, house, condo. And when it comes to the more tab right here, again, my suggestion is to always leave it as broad and wide open as possible. We don't want to go into details here. We don't want to add too much. Unfortunately, not all listings are uploaded with a tremendous amount of detail, some more than others. And if you are too detailed in this little more tab right here, you may actually not see properties that could be of high interest to you. So again, the only real area I really mess with here is view description. And in this example, to keep it simple and reduce the number of results, we're looking at oceanfront properties between that $1.5 million to $2 million range. And 11 total properties have popped up. We're going to be looking at properties on the Pacific side, as you can see here, some in San Jose, the East Cape. We're looking at here in Cabo San Lucas in developments such as Diamante with the Ocean Residence, the Ocean Club Residences. Over in San Jose del Cabo here, where is this one located? Paseo Malecon, San Jose. I believe this is in the hotel zone. We'll take a specific look at where that's located. This is over on Playa Grande Beach in a community called Terrasol, as you can see right there, 134, 234, with a very unique double condo, 2 floors, which is pretty amazing, very rare. We'll take a look at that one. The Ocean Club Residences, again in Diamante, so we'll be covering more than one of those. And here is, again, in the hotel zone in San Jose del Cabo and in La Paz. That's where we're going to be ending our total tour of 11 properties today. So let's get started with the first one. This one is found on the Pacific side. It just says Pacific, so if I had a bet, this is on the, well, it says Highway 19. So this is more than likely in the Pescadero. No. Wait, no, I'll take it back. This is over in Elias. There you go, Elias Calles. So Elias Calles is just about, let's say, 15 odd minutes, 20 minutes north of Cabo San Lucas along Highway 19. Remember, Highway 19 will take you all the way to La Paz, which is the state capital of Baja California Sur. And it is about a 45-minute drive to Todos Santos from Cabo San Lucas and about another 45 minutes from Todos Santos to La Paz. Elias Calles sits almost in the middle between Cabo San Lucas and Todos Santos. And it is an up-and-coming region because it is immediately south of the Cerritos Bay, which you see right here. Okay. And Cerritos is blowing up. It's an extremely popular destination. It has a phenomenal surf break for folks to be able to learn to surf and experience surfers as well. And what Elias Calles is offering is a very sleepy little agricultural community. There's really nothing there other than residences and farms. That's it. But you're just about a 10-minute drive from Cerritos, from Pescadero, which offers a tremendous amount of restaurants, farm-to-table experiences, surfing. And again, a few more minutes beyond that, you're in Todos Santos, and you're so close to Cabo San Lucas. So this is where you could really get some really nice finds if you're looking at buying some land. But right now, we're looking at a house, which is oceanfront. And as you can see right here on the map, the lot covers this entire area right here. And it looks like they even have a tennis court, nice pool area. And it is, again, an oceanfront property. And you can come right off the highway and boom, get right to your property immediately. So let's take a quick look at this one. Look at those views. Now, what's wonderful is that right now this is October 26th at the time of filming, and we're just entering the whale watching season now. We've had some reports already of sightings of whales as they come down from the north all the way from Alaska, and they have their babies, and they teach them how to do all the whale stuff that they're supposed to learn to do and protect themselves and all that other good stuff. And right here along the Pacific, you are basically watching them pass by. It's the whale highway as they turn up into the Sea of Cortez and continue south to the Bay of Banderas, where Puerto Vallarta is located. Look at this interior here. You got these wonderful terracotta type floors. Very Mexican style, right? I mean, all of these colorful tiles ceramic tiles in the kitchen, and just views of the ocean no matter where it seems that you sit or stand. You do have some mountain views as well. Look at that. Oh, it's interesting how they did the back right there. That whole wall is filled with tiles. It is a good sized parcel of land. No doubt you can expand on it, add some more. Look at that. Oh, look. Who likes to play skeet? Not skeet. Skeet? What's it? Shuffleboard. Shuffleboard. Look at all this land. Beautiful. I think I was a little bit Freudian slip right there. I like skeet shooting, but it is shuffleboard. And here's your tennis court. And nowadays, with pickleball being such a popular thing, I mean, this could easily double as a pickleball court, tennis court. Five bedrooms, four baths, 2,600 plus square feet of space here, with 1.995 being your purchase price. That's all she wrote on the photos. Let's take a look at what the description is. The quintessential Baja beachfront dream home. Enter the welcoming arched electric gates and you enter into the past and the old Baja California Sur. Before paved roads and gated communities, 2.5 acres of total privacy fronting the spectacular white sand beach on the Pacific Ocean in the quaint hamlet of Elias Calles. Bring the kids, families, and friends, as there is something to do for everyone here in the charming, fully landscaped gardens, including 39 by 17 foot swimming pool with jacuzzi, tennis court, and beachfront shuffleboard. The master bedroom on the ground floor, and the large, oversized kitchen, living, dining area, all with sliders leading out to the covered wraparound deck and big picture windows taking in the sea views. The upstairs has two guest bedrooms and one full bath. Below the main level is a further two bedrooms with a full kitchen and living room, also with big windows, letting in the natural light and Pacific Ocean views. These lower rooms walk off into more meandering landscaping with the shuffleboard court and a finally sandy path leading down to the empty white sand beach. Yeah, so if you want to have some really beautiful oceanfront living with no HOAs whatsoever and in close proximity to activities like surfing over at Cerritos, wonderful restaurants in Pescadero, very close to the art community of Todos Santos. And if you needed to get into hospitals and whatnot, just about a 10 to 15, 20-minute drive tops, depending on how fast or slow you drive. I think I might drive a little too fast. You can get to Cabo San Lucas with all of its shopping, including Costco, Walmart, hospitals, etc., and the famous main beach. Check out the fishing that you can get right there out of the marina. This is a wonderful location. 1.995, five bedrooms, three full baths, one half bath. It's a great property. Let's take a look at the next one. So now we find ourselves in a very exclusive gated community known as Diamante. Diamante was originally as a brainchild of a developer who wanted to create a destination for off-season, major league sports athletes to come down in the off-season. And in this example, it's turned into something much bigger, I suppose, than that. This is the home of the original Tiger Woods golf course, where he now has a 9-hole executive golf course, and he's building another full 18-hole golf course known as the Legacy course, if I'm not mistaken. And also, its original links course was in the top 30, 35 in the world, if I'm not mistaken. As you can see right here, this is their first links course right here. This is the Tiger Woods 9 executive. And then this is the original El Cardonal El Cardonal fairways course here for Tiger Woods. And in the back, they are building more of a golf course back here. So yeah, it's quite an impressive place. It's known as having one of the largest lagoon pools. This is a crystalline lagoon. I believe it's about 11 acres big, maybe bigger if I'm not mistaken. So it's quite an impressive destination. You can pretty much have everything you need. Don't have to go into town if you didn't want to. However, to get to downtown Cabo San Lucas from Diamante, it only takes about a 20 odd minute drive once you leave the grounds of Diamante to get to Cabo San Lucas and the downtown area. That's including traffic, by the way. It can be shorter if there is no traffic. All right, let's take a look at the property here. So again, this is a two-bedroom condo. As you can see, every bedroom does have its own terrace. You have this big terrace right here off the living room, dining room, kitchen area, ensuite baths for each one, and a guest bath that services the social areas of the condo. 1.95, two bedrooms, three baths, 2,300 plus square feet. This looks to be a ground floor condo, if I'm not mistaken. So it opens up to the pool areas. That could make it easy and fun to get to all the action. You are enjoying resort style living here. Here's your concierge. There's a restaurant directly on site in the building. And when you go to the Crystal Lagoon, you'll also find more swimming pools aside from the Crystal Lagoon for exercise if you want to do some lanes. Also, tennis courts, a fantastic gym, spa, and of course, golf. I think we've covered all the photos here. Let's take a look at what the description has to share with us. $100,000 golf membership to the Dunes, Cardinal, and Oasis courses included. Welcome to your dream coastal retreat. The stunning beachfront condo at Diamante offers unparalleled luxury, breathtaking views, and the ultimate in resort style living. Situated along the pristine shores of the Pacific Ocean, this exquisite property combines contemporary design with timeless elegance. Wake up to the sounds of the waves from your meticulously designed condo, which boasts 1,862 square feet of living space that flows into your terrace with panoramic ocean views. As part of the Diamante community, enjoy access to world-class amenities, including the iconic 10-acre Crystal Lagoon, championship golf course designed by Tiger Woods, and Davis Love III, a state-of-the-art fitness center, spa, fine dining, and more. Yeah, I'd agree. They also host, what is it called? The World Technological Championship. That's going on in the coming weeks here in Cabo San Lucas. So what can I tell you? An amazing. It's a PGA tournament, if I'm not mistaken. HOA fees are $920 for the month. Not too shabby to have all of these amenities: beach club, elevator, fence, fire pit, fountain, garden area, kiddie pool, pickleball courts, picnic area, pool heater, security guard, spa, swim bar. And they're really not mentioning everything, frankly speaking. All right, let's move on to the next one. This is another property inside the same development. So as you can see, you can have some stuff here, 1.87, 1.649, all for just under $1 million. You have some variety. This is a 3-bedroom, 3 full bath on this one. The one we looked at was a 2-bedroom. Here's another 2-bedroom, 2.5 bath. And let's see what the difference is on this one. This is obviously the 5th floor. Okay, so what you're looking at are a difference of location within the condo building. All right. Look at this. 2 bedrooms, 3 baths. See, this is a different layout for the same 2 bedrooms, 3 baths. It's not directly in front of the pools, so it's let's just say it's quieter. You have an elevation here at 1.87. You can see the whales. You can see the fishing yachts while still having access to everything. Gorgeous. Let's take a look at the other one here. Now we're looking at a 3-bedroom, 3 full bath, 1 half bath, 1.649. Is this a ground floor? Wow. Well, for the price, this seems to be a steal in comparison to the other ones. Keep in mind, there is some inventory being offered by the developer, while other inventory is being offered by the resales by existing owners. And that could help you understand why there's a difference in price point on some of these. Some clients may have purchased in pre-construction, taking advantage of ridiculous pricing, which is one of the great reasons why pre-construction is an appeal to many folks. By going in early, you ultimately get to do a payment structure, so you don't lay all the money out up front. You can take anywhere from 12, 18 to 24 months to pay it off as the construction goes forward, and have a minimum 20% equity built in at time of delivery, sometimes even more. But again, that's what maybe offers them the opportunity to go ahead and offer these kind of resale prices as well. So something to consider. All right, let's move on to the next one. Bahía de las Palmas, San Jose del Cabo. So this is an oceanfront condo building, I believe still being completed, but they've moved along very, very swiftly. If you took a look at our last episode, we looked at some properties between the 1 million to 1.5 million price range in the Viceroy property right here, and right next door at Tortuga Bay. What we're looking at right now is just a little farther down Paseo Malecon, San Jose, right here on this footprint, right here, this rectangle you see right here. This is exactly where this building is at. So the location is excellent. Again, you have shopping immediately across the street. You are already on the beach. And it is well known for, if you like to go jogging, you like to go running, you can definitely do some biking. There's a wonderful biking path that will take you all the way to the historic downtown area of San Jose del Cabo. And of course, you can enjoy the art district and all the different restaurants and shops that you'll find there. So you are super close to all of this. It's a great location. Let's take a look at the property now. 6 stories tall, oceanfront pools. I believe you're looking at about 30 condos total, maybe less. 1.910, 3 bedrooms, 3 baths, 2,700 plus square feet. It's located about right here, if I'm not mistaken, right in this general area. There you go. You get to see some beautiful sunsets. The orientation for these condos is primarily west, southwest. So these beautiful sunsets. Motor lobby, main lobby, bar, parking access, fire pits, elevators, residence pool, beach club. Alba Luz is the name of the condo development. Alba Luz. Comes with a gym, of course. If this is something that appeals to you, please let me know. All right, let's take a look at the Description: the 3 bedroom residence at Alba Luz with a hotel suite lock off option. This is really neat because you can use one part of it, whether it's the larger or the smaller portion of the condo itself. So you can break this off into a 1 bedroom or a 2 bedroom. Features a 119 square foot private pool, bathtubs, and spectacular ocean view and beachfront waves of San Jose Bay from all bedrooms and the dining room. The 2 master bedrooms include ensuite bathrooms and bathtubs. The rooms are arranged around a fully equipped open kitchen with an additional room that can function as an office and a shared bathroom for guests, a laundry room, and a dining room. The spacious covered terrace offers a room for sun loungers, outdoor dining, and barbecue equipment service on demand. All spaces are designed with the most luxurious finishes for maximum comfort. The rain shower and private water closet give the bathrooms a spa like ambience, creating a resort feel within the comfort of home. The condominium's luxurious amenities seamlessly integrate into daily life, allowing you to enjoy the small moments that truly matter. Alba Luz offers excellent resident and guest services, such as a concierge and property management. Residents have exclusive access to a 3,100 square foot pool with a 65-foot long swimming lane that overlooks the beach club and ocean. Follow a luxurious path to the beach club and savor a gourmet beach dining experience with local specialties. In the basement, you'll have 2 parking spots and a storage unit. That's awesome. The basement also includes access for service staff, supplier trucks, service kitchen, and a room for service staff with full bathrooms. Well, that's an interesting feature. It looks like they thought of just about everything. HOA fee of $11,989 is very reasonable for this oceanfront condominium property, especially due to its location and all of the amenities that it's offering. Really nice. If you're interested in something like this, please let me know. The good news is that this pre-construction development, as you can see, is very much pretty much completely done when it comes to the building, the edification. I'm sure they're just finishing some final finishing touches, and you could probably close on this transaction as well 90 days maybe. We'd have to double check. So let me know if you're interested in something like this, and I look forward to hearing from you. All right, so now we're on the East Cape. Let's find out exactly where. The East Cape, when someone talks to you about the East Cape, they're talking anywhere from east of San Jose all the way to Los Barriles, pretty much. That's what they mean by the East Cape. And in this example, we are talking north of Los Barriles, right here. Here's Los Barriles. Now, Los Barriles is a town that is approximately an hour and a half north on Highway 1 from the San Jose International Airport. And this specific home is on the north end of Los Barriles, right here. So let's take a quick look. Los Barriles is an excellent destination if you're a fisherman or simply like being out on the East Cape. Look at these beaches. Watch, look at this. 3-story building. Look at how crystalline that water looks. That's just gorgeous. I mean, if there was a downside, I would suppose that it is a bit of a let's call those river rocks. Lots of river rocks in front of the beach right here, but at the same time, that's also what makes it very exclusive. Not a lot of folks are going to be going there. You get to enjoy it. You know, you put on those little river shoes. You know what I'm talking about? And you can easily swim. Look at how crystalline that water is. It's gorgeous. Great for snorkeling. Great for fishing. It has a wonderful Canadian and U.S. community, expatriates. Look at those views. Give us our daily bread is what that reads right there over the kitchen. Spanish tile accents throughout. Has that rustic beachy feel that is very well known in areas like Los Barriles. Here's your street level entrance. I will say this much because it is the East Cape, the Sea of Cortez. It doesn't have a lot of wave action like you would have over on the Pacific side. So with that rocky beach, the way you see it, again, those are nice round like this type of rocks. It gives you a beautiful, soothing sound. Just gorgeous. And that's all she wrote for the photographs. Let's take a quick look at the description. Casa Randi is special. Is special. Is Casa Randi is special beachfront living. Lounge in your pool while you watch the migration of whales go by. Snorkel at one of the best snorkel spots in the East Cape. Launch your stand up paddle in the emerald green water just outside of the popular tuna slides. Plenty of room to entertain or have a quiet evening watching the stars from your rooftop deck. A must see to appreciate. Yeah, I would agree. There's very little light contamination from the city at this location, so you can have wonderful views of the Milky Way. You can see satellites go by. It's quite beautiful. Just built in 1999, about 520 square meter lot. Not too bad. All right, guys, 1.895. Again, 3 bedrooms, 2 full baths, 1 half baths for just over 2,100 square feet. Let's take a look at the next one. So we find ourselves back in San Jose del Cabo, again, back on Paseo Malecon, San Jose. This is the area where we find all of the hotels. 3 bedrooms, 3 baths, 2,400 plus square feet, 1.85 million. And this is Tortuga Bay. Okay, second phase is what we're looking at right here in the back, right? First phase is completely done several years back. They're currently finishing the phase 2 of Tortuga Bay. And it is a phenomenal location. In this episode earlier, we took a look at Alba. This is heading east, not too far from the roundabout, actually, just directly in front of the roundabout. So it's great access to shopping, restaurants, all walking distance. This is a real picture of their model, so it gives you a good sense of what it's going to feel like. You're looking straight down. Look at that. So from here, you can easily tell 3 bedrooms, 1, 2, 3 bedrooms, your kitchen, dining, living room area. Wonderful balcony here that gives you access to all 3 bedrooms and your living room, dining room area. Huge ensuite bath right here on this one. Wow. This one also. So you have 2 masters, if you would. All right, let's take a look at the description. Discover the pinnacle of beachfront living at Tortuga Bay, an extraordinary opportunity on the shores of Los Cabos, situated just a few short minutes from the historic San Jose del Cabo and 20 minutes from the Los Cabos International Airport. This rare beachfront development offers unparalleled convenience and elegance. Tortuga Bay is a serene oasis nestled in the heart of San Jose's vibrant hotel zone. As the final chance to own a beachfront residence in this coveted area, the community features resort-style amenities designed to elevate your lifestyle. Immerse yourself in sprawling pools with a swim-up bar, unwind in jacuzzi spas, or stay active with swim jets. A state-of-the-art fitness center and pickleball courts overlooking the sea, all within a secure 24/7 gated enclave. Tortuga Bay is crafted by a highly esteemed developer with decades of experience delivering exceptional quality. Each residence is thoughtfully designed with high-end finishes, including stainless steel appliances, custom solid wood carpentry, marble flooring, granite countertops, and spacious marble-appointed bathrooms. Unit 3115 is a ground floor, 2 bedroom condominium. Well, it didn't show 2 bedrooms there. With over 1,900 square feet of spectacular beachfront living with ocean views. It says 3 bedrooms, 3 baths here. I think they might have messed up right there. They copy pasted this right here from somewhere else. Located just steps from the beach, Unit 3115 spans 1,400 square feet of internal zoned air-conditioned living space. Ground floor unit has 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and an open plan living and dining area. So, I mean, again, they copied it, but everything else is correct. It is ground floor. It does have its own pool as well. Covered terrace with private heated plunge pool. Absolutely. Let's see if they give us a sense of the HOAs. They did not on this one. But you do have a beach club, fire pit, garden, gym, pickleball court, picnic area, pool, security guard, swim bar, and swimmer sizer. Checking to see if it has a garage. You've probably heard me, at this point, it's a running joke how excited I get when there's a garage. I didn't see one on that one. All right. So again, Paseo Malecon, 1.75. I believe we're still inside Tortuga Bay. This gives you another example, 3 bedrooms, 3 full baths, 2,400 plus square feet in a condo for 1.75. So again, with these new developments, guys, you're going to find there's a varying range of prices. We looked very heavily at this one with at least 3 different options in the $1 to $1.5 million price point. And now we're looking at least 2 options now, maybe a third. Yep, a third here, another one at 1.6, all within Tortuga Bay, right? So you have a variety of different price points. You can live in the same community. It just comes down to the location. If you're going to have a ground floor unit, the plus in exchange for the difference in price is you get to have that private pool, which is awesome. It's heated and easy access to the grounds as well, I'm sure. Or if you have something that's higher up, you're going to have these wonderful views, right? Elevated. Something to consider. Like, for example, this one is not a ground floor condo. 3 bedrooms, 4 baths. Here's your master bedroom. Here's the other 2 bedrooms over here. And that's 1.6. So you're going, well, why is that one less? It's a 3 bedroom. This is 1.7. 7.5. In case the developer, the listing agent. And this one doesn't come with the pool. What floor is this on? Looks like it's a 2nd floor condo. 2nd floor, 3 bedroom condo, right? So in this example, 1.75. So that gives you a sense of why there's that range of pricing, what you get in exchange. With this one, on this floor plan, as we looked at a moment ago, I believe with this one, you do get all 3 bedrooms with views. See, 1, 2, 3. And you don't have the pool, but you got the gorgeous views there. All right, let's take a look at the next one. We're almost wrapping this up, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. We've got these last 2 to go. Terrasol 134 and 234. So this is a double decker. Okay. So originally these were 2 separate condominiums. And what the owner did in purchasing both is he broke through the floor and combined them into one. So it is 2 condos, and you're likely going to be paying 2 HOA fees in exchange for this, right? With that said, it's a very unique construction that likely doesn't exist anywhere. Now, Terrasol, to remind you, sits on what's known as Playa Grande Beach. Now, it's called like that because it's a very large, wide beach. As you can see from here, from where the surf breaks, all the way back is where the beach would go. Very big, right? Playa Grande. And that's why the resort Playa Grande got its name, from the beach itself. And the sister resort Grand Somar is on the opposite end, right over here. And so what you're looking at is that Terrasol sits right in between these resorts. The Solmar resorts is what they're originally called. And what's nice about this is that you can make use of the amenities next door like anyone can. You can make reservations at any of the restaurants as a walk-in, so to speak, right? Not that you're going to be getting any discounts, not that there's a reciprocating relationship. I want to make that clear. But you can make appointments, to use, or reservations to use their restaurants if you wanted to, perhaps even their spas. You can pay day passes as well to have certain access to certain amenities there. With that said, Terrasol Beach Resort does have two pools, a restaurant, swim up bar, and it also has its own gym. And as you leave Terrasol Street here, you can get immediate access to the marina. So the location is walking distance to everything. It is quite impressive, I must say. And if you look at this condo, it's been completely renovated. It's still considered a one bedroom, two bath with 1,775 square feet, 1.7 million. You can walk directly out onto the beach. That is just beautiful. Now, the style, you know, is very subjective. The location is undeniable. The uniqueness of a two-story condo in this community or even on this beach, again, undeniable. Let's take a quick look at the description. Wake up to the sound of waves and breathtaking, unobstructed views of the Pacific Ocean in this rare, one of a kind oceanfront condo, thoughtfully designed by combining two levels into a single spacious residence. This one bedroom, two bathroom home offers the ultimate in coastal luxury. Step inside to find a bright, open concept living space with floor to ceiling windows that frame the endless blue horizon. High end finishes and designer touches are found throughout, including a modern kitchen equipped with top of the line appliances perfect for cooking with a view. Upstairs, the private primary suite offers serene ocean vistas, a spa-inspired ensuite bathroom, and ample closet space. A second full bathroom on the main level adds convenience for guests. So obviously, you could easily potentially sleep, I would say, four people easily, maybe more, depending on what the layout is. You could make some changes and make this extremely usable. I don't doubt that it'll rent at all. This is likely in pesos. Okay, the HOA fee at 93,700 per month. I I think this might be wrong. We'd have to confirm it. Yeah, we definitely have to confirm this. And it happens. It happens. Sometimes, they put these in incorrectly. Slip of a finger, as they say in Mexico. Error de dedo. All right, let's move on to the final and last property. Thank you guys for joining me on this one. All right, so we find ourselves in La Paz. And remember, La Paz is the capital city of the state of Baja California Sur, which is where we find ourselves, the southernmost state of the Baja Peninsula. And in this example, we are on the north end. Here is the main city areas of La Paz. Along Highway 11, we leave La Paz, basically the main city, and we find ourselves here on the north end in a condo building with its own beautiful, serene pool. Look at those tranquil waters, this nice little jetty right here. Who knows? Maybe you can even shore cast. You can cast off of this, but you definitely have a nice little complete, it seems, condominium community right here. Let's take a look at what the details have to offer. I'll look at what's here behind this. Condo 207, two bedrooms, three baths, 3,550 plus square feet for 1.525. Oh, wow. That's your like indoor outdoor living. That's quite sexy, I gotta say. It looks like marble. Or is that tile? But this looks like marble. Look at those gorgeous views. I think this is a second floor. Gorgeous. Man, you could just swim some laps right out front. Remember, the Sea of Cortez and La Paz tends to be warmer, specifically in the La Paz area. I would have to say that between all of the other areas from Los Cabos to La Paz will have the highest temperatures. So it is nice and warm all year round in comparison. Something for everybody. Wow. Let's see what the description shares with us. Price reduction, rare beachfront residence in La Paz, seller financing available, now offered at 1.525, previously 1.7. I have to admit, it's rare to find seller financing in general. There was a time where you wouldn't find it at all, but to find it over $1 million on this price reduced, it's, I have to say, the market here right now over $1 million is still very much a seller's market. Under $1 million for the first time in history, we're experiencing a tremendous amount of inventory. And although prices are not dropping, that's not how this buyer's market is being reflected. The buyer's market now is because of the fact you have so much inventory to choose from. You now also have a 66% increase in resale inventory and more seller financing than ever before in our MLS history, but that is under $1 million. So to find this over $1.5 million, seller financing available, and a price reduction, as you can clearly see here, of wow, 10% almost. I mean, I'm exaggerating slightly, but not by very much. That is a really great opportunity for someone. Come in and submit an offer. Let's negotiate, right? A rare opportunity to acquire a sought-after beachfront residence in La Playa de La Paz. This two-bedroom, 2.5-bath, second-floor home offers over 3,500 square feet of luxury living space, floor-to-ceiling windows, framed turquoise water views, and connects seamlessly to an expansive terrace designed by architect Gerardo Ulate. Every detail showcases panoramic views of La Paz Bay and El Caimancito Beach. Beachfront property in La Paz is limited, and that is true. You heard me say this in our last episode, where we looked at a house for under 1.5, which was a beautiful house over in the El Centenario area, which is to the east as you leave La Paz. So again, this is slightly north, again, as you leave La Paz. So it's very limited beachfront inventory what you're going to find like this. Much of the coastline is occupied by the Malecon, non-swimmable shoreline, or rocky areas. Agreed. Playa de la Paz is one of the few developments offering direct access to the white sand beaches. Experience the pinnacle of coastal living. Discover the epitome of beachfront luxury with this stunning residence offering $1 million view of the shimmering bay in an exclusive gated community. Nestled beside the soft white sands of the Mar de Cortez, this home is your gateway to serene oceanfront living. Enjoy full access to world-class amenities and lifestyle offerings just 5 minutes from Marina and Golf Course, Puerto Cortez, offering a vibrant selection of restaurants, boutique shops, and services. One of the finest beachfront locations of La Paz. Let's see what the HOA is on this one. HOA fee $2,000 a month. Now we'd have to confirm it. I just want to make sure of it. I wouldn't be surprised that it is on the high end. In comparison, for example, here in Cabo San Lucas, we definitely have, stuff in the close to the $1,000 range and whatnot. This has $2,066 a month. I'd have to just confirm that one. Beach club, elevator, fence, fire pit, garden, gym, kiddie park, picnic area, pool, security guard, tennis courts. That's what you get for your amenities, built in 2011. Guys, thank you so much for joining me as we conclude our cycle one, our first cycle in the series known as Can I Find Something I Love Within My Budget? So again, I really very much appreciate that, guys. Again, this is our 12th episode in the series. Can I find something I love within my budget? It concludes cycle 1. We're going to get started on cycle 2 right away and see what the differences are. Join us as we go in $100,000 increments all the way to $1 million, and then wrap it up with 2 final episodes of 1.5 and under, and then $2 million and under. If you're interested in properties that are well above the $2 million price range, please give me an email, reach out to me, and I will customize a property search for you in the over $2 million price range. Plus, that'll give us a chance to also meet via a brief Zoom and help you understand what's going on in the current market. So look forward to hearing from you guys. Thank you so much. I would love to share more, but I'm not sure if you're following. So please hit the subscribe button, click the notification bell, make sure you don't miss on any future episodes. And also look for us on a nightly basis, Monday through Thursday. We do the Hot Sheet live, brought to you by Reload to Baja and Costero Real Estate. So have a wonderful evening, guys, and talk to you soon. Bye-bye.